I had such a fantastic question asked recently, and I decided that we need a video about this, okay? And the question is, can I really get customers through Facebook? The long version is, I've created the Facebook business page. I've got the private customer group. I'm creating value posts. I'm doing all the things, but I'm not reaping the rewards. I'm not getting customers and sales. And bottom line, that's what needs to happen. I get asked that question a lot. I feel your frustration. I feel it myself frequently. And that's what we're going to talk about today, okay? Because I do have some insight and I'm really excited to share it with you. My name is Michelle Fox. I'm founder of Boss Babes Online. I have been in direct sales for 24 years, and about the last 6 years, I've expanded online, and opportunities have arisen as a result that I really didn't even know existed. And so my passion is to talk to other women in network marketing about expanding online, what that means, how to do it, and to help make it a little more smooth for you. So, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, Boss Babes Online, it helps me a lot to increase my subscribers. The more subscribers I have, the more opportunities I have to serve you. So, if you wouldn't mind smashing that subscribe button, I would surely appreciate it. I'll remind you again at the end and tell your friends. Yes, let's get to this question. I do definitely believe that you can increase your customers and sales online. And I definitely know that Facebook is a great place to start. That is how I started. And it's pretty much how I always suggest people start because it's such a huge platform. I think that the issue is that there are some areas that either have never been addressed or that you assume people already know, and so we need to fix that. All right. So there are like four questions I have for you. And then we're going to go back and we're going to kind of put the spotlight on each one. And I'm going to give you some steps like, okay, so then here's what we need to do. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So it's going to be helpful. I promise. Okay. So here's a question. Who is your ideal audience? Do you know who you're actually marketing to specifically? And do they know how to find you? Are you sure that they know how to find your business page and your customer group? Is it easy to find? The third one is, do they know what to do when they get there? Is it clear? Like, are you giving them instructions? Are you giving them calls to action so that they know how to respond once they are visiting those sites? And the fourth one is, why should they choose to do business with you? Have you even thought that through? Have you thought about what makes you unique in the marketplace? What is the advantage of being your customer? Okay. So, those are the four things that we're going to touch on. I know it's going to give you a lot of aha moments and it's going to help you fine tune things so that you do start seeing results on Facebook. Okay. So, let's go to number one. So, who is your ideal audience? When we talk to everyone, we talk to no one. Okay. And here's what I mean by that. Yes, social media introduces hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people to us potentially. And so the idea is that we're speaking to the masses. And yet, ironically, the most successful, most influential people online have niched down. They have chosen a very specific audience and they have a very specific voice. And that's how they are found. And that is how they become effective and become known. So, for example, I can say that I am a beauty expert and everyone in the world thinks of beauty as in a different way and pursues beauty in a different way, men, women, children, all different ages. And so that could mean so many things. It's too broad. And so then I could even say that I provide anti-aging skincare. And again, even that, there are a lot of people that compete against that. So I wrestled with this and I realized that my niche, my heart, that my ideal customer, the customers that I find and that gravitate toward me and that usually end up making the most substantial sales, tend to be like me. Okay. These are women in their 50s that really want to look the best they can, but they want to be realistic about it. Okay. These are people that don't want BS. They want a little bit of humor in their life. Maybe they're struggling with, getting older. They don't love that they're getting older. It's an emotional, issue for them. It is for all of us. And they've got questions that they need answered that maybe they're even embarrassed to ask other people, and so they just need a girlfriend. They need somebody to come in and kind of help them get through these 50s, 60s, 70s. And that's me. Okay, I come in and I give them tips and ideas and encouragement and suggestions, and I share a lot about what's going on in my own life, and I'm very vulnerable with them. And that is my audience. And now that now that I've tapped into that, I can kind of fine tune my topics when I post my videos, the resources that I provide, the name of my group. And so it helps in so many ways. So if you have not yet done that, all right, if you're thinking, no, I haven't done that. I don't even really know what you're talking about. I have a fabulous resource that will help walk you through. And in the description of the video, you want to look for the free resource, click that link. You will have to provide your email, but that's the only way I can send it to you. And it's like a workbook that you kind of will work through. Just it kind of prods you to think about different aspects about your ideal customer. And if you don't know, like you just feel like, I just don't know, I have no idea, nothing, I'm blank. Think about yourself. All right. Because you're probably a really good customer for whatever you sell, right? And so just describe yourself as you're going through that workbook. Okay. So anyway, so the first question is, who is your ideal audience? And here are some points within that. Okay. Some bullet points here, that as you understand who your ideal audience is, then you are going to start using relevant hashtags in all of your posts. The hashtags are very important. They didn't used to be a big deal on Facebook, but now they are. Hashtags are the way that Facebook figures out who to put your posts in front of. So in other words, the Facebook bots, they don't really know how to connect people with your posts and your videos and your information and your business page. So you need to give it clues. So like for me, it's hashtag mature beauty, hashtag over 50, hashtag skincare, in your 60s or whatever. And so I have actually researched, what are the best hashtags to use. You can research it. Okay. Don't come to me for that. You can research it, Google it or whatever. But come up with relevant hashtags that you use in all of your posts. And the way that you know which relevant hashtags to use is when you figure out who you're talking to. Okay. Does that all start to gel? And so, in that same vein, have the name of your private group resonate with that. So, if I'm trying to reach women in their 50s that are just kind of hurting, struggling, they want some beauty tips, but they also need some encouragement, and they're not like divas. They just want it to be simple, whatever. The name of my group should be searchable. There should be something in there that when they're in the, put something in the search bar that maybe my group would come up, just maybe. So like the name of my group is Beauty Through the Ages, but it could be Beauty in Your 50s or, Beauty Lasts Forever or, something like that. You see what I'm saying? You want your group name to reflect that ideal audience. Same thing with banners. Okay, if they do find your group, you want right away that banner to be something that pulls them in, that they feel like, I want to be part of that. So this is one time where your banner isn't necessarily so much about you. So like your personal profile and your business page, yes, you can, have yourself large and in charge, but for your customer group, it should be more about them. Maybe even, have pictures of things that they would like, or have pictures of women that would, are in that category, so that they feel like, yes, this is a group that I belong in. Does that make sense? So the first question is, who is your ideal audience? I'm helping you figure that out with my free resource. And once you do figure it out, I am suggesting that you start using relevant hashtags, that you rethink the name of your group, that you take a look at your banner, and even the topics that you post on. Instead of having it just be really, really broad, like, okay, skincare, you need to cleanse, moisturize, have it be, okay, so for skincare over 50, you're probably drier. So, whereas maybe in the past you didn't need a heavy night cream, now you do. Okay. So you need to start uh, getting more specific, getting, really understanding who your audience is, and then putting everything else so that it reflects that, your hashtags, your topics, your titles, your banners. Okay. The second one was, can they find you? That I kind of already touched on that with, how would they find your group? Let's say people in your life, most of us start out with friends and family supporting our business. So let's say that there are, a handful of people that know that you have something to do in your field. I'm in beauty, with whatever you're in, essential oils or organization or, clothing. When they go to your page, since they know you, they know your name, when they go to your personal profile page, are they able to find your business page? Are they able to find your private group? If I go to your personal profile and there is nothing on there are no links, there's no indication, there's absolutely no verbiage other than, I have seen this. I will see, like, I am, such and such consultant, and that's great. But if they don't have an easy way to get where they can access more information, then that is a dead end. So ideally, okay, so now here come the bullet points. So ideally, you want your personal profile to sort of, introduce yourself as that professional image, and to give them a place to go to find more information about that professional part of your life, your business page, your YouTube channel, your blog, some way for them to get more information should they want to. And one possibility would be to offer a freebie, like in your banner, to say, I love to help women in their 50s feel more beautiful. Click here for more information. And they click, and maybe it goes to like a Google form where they can request samples or something. So you want there to be a way that they can easily take next steps, where they can go from your personal profile into your business world. Okay. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to have the name of your company and your company logo and your company, all that kind of stuff. That can get tricky, because that your personal profile is not meant to be an advertisement for your business. But you don't have to do any of that. If you have a picture of you in your banner and you just say, I love to help women in their 50s feel more beautiful, click here for more information, that is not talking about my company. It's talking about me, like what I have to offer people. Okay. So let's say that you're going to send them to your business page from your personal profile. So once they get to your business page, do they know what to do next? I mean, is there a way for them to get to your private group, which would be really the next step? That would be something I would suggest. Have that in your banner. Have a button, click here to join my group. That is an option for pages. Or to have in your introduction video, your welcome video, like, hi, welcome to my page. This is who I am. This is how many years I've been doing it. This is what you can expect here. And if you would like to become one of my customers, I have a private customer group where I can really spoil you. And if you want more information, just comment below. You want them to know that the page is just sort of a launching pad, but there's more. Okay, because the page you don't have much control over. It's public. They can be following or liking or watching, but you don't have their contact information or anything like that. So, they're going from your profile to your page to hopefully your group. And that's where the magic happens. Once they're in your private group, then you roll out the red carpet, you send them a personal message, You have a welcome post, a welcome video. You can maybe even offer them some kind of a welcome package, a packet in the mail of samples or something. Get them on your mailing list, get their email information. This is your opportunity to really get a back and forth going. And you want them to feel, once they get in there, like really wowed. You're welcoming them, everybody else is welcoming them, they're getting some free stuff, they're getting a lot of attention. Women don't get a lot of attention in real life. And so when you can just kind of really make them feel special in any way, they are going to respond to that. So, can they find you? That was question number 2, and those are some bullet points. Question number 3 was, what do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? And this goes back to you deciding, like, what exactly is my objective on Facebook? Like, am I trying to increase my business page followers? Am I trying to get more people to join my group? Am I trying to get more people to watch my live videos? Am I promoting a special offer, a particular product? Am I trying to build my team? Am I trying to get hostesses? I would suggest that you really kind of focus on one, pick one. Okay. So let's say it is, I want more customers. Okay. Which is what this is about. Then you want it to be like really clear throughout what they're supposed to do whenever they land on something, that they know what to do. So, like when they land on your personal profile, they know they can go to your business page. When they go to your business page, they know they can visit your private group. But then once they're in there, that you say in the welcome video, click here to, so that I can give you a welcome packet, and that you let them, that one of the questions, maybe in order for them to get into your group, is that you need their email address, that's a requirement to be part of the group. And then that's a way for you to have like a back and forth with them. When you go live, that you say, hey, make sure that you comment and like this video, say hi so that I know you're watching, get them to engage, teach them to engage. When you have a special offer or something, that you, maybe have it be part of a game or a theme. But the idea is that each time you're really spelling out, like, okay, so this month, every time you comment and like a video, your name is going to go into a drawing. And at the end of the month, I'm going to give away, this hand cream. They need to be constantly reminded, what do you want them to do? Okay. And so, like I said, ideally it would be go from, being a friend to being a follower on your business page to being a member of your private group. And then once they're in your group, you want to encourage them to engage in what's going on in the group. You want to encourage them to request samples, to get on your mailing list, to communicate with you, like send them a private message so that they are likely to respond to that, so you can get a back and forth going. Don't assume they know what to do. You have to tell them what you want them to do. They don't know. Okay. So let's see. All right. Last one. I think I covered all those. And then the last one was, why should they do business with you? Okay. So they're in your group. They're there. They're seeing your little tutorials and stuff. They might see little kind of commercials. You've got pictures of products and everything. But what makes you special? Like, why would they want to be loyal to you? What's in it for them? Okay. Have you thought about that from their perspective? So they're finally in there. They're in your private group. They're checking things out. What makes them want to stick around? This is where you can have like birthday celebrations. You can have monthly giveaways. Definitely have private conversations with them. Let them know about your hostess program. But also, when you go live and you see that they're watching, greet them by name. When they comment, that you comment back. If they ask a question, that you right away answer it in the comments, but then you also send them a private message. You want them to feel like, oh my gosh, this person is generous, and she's on top of it, and she's so, giving. And why would I ever want to go anywhere else? You want them to come away with that kind of a feeling. Let's see. You want to provide all kinds of resources. You want to let them know that because they are there, that they're getting insider info that is, unique. That you're giving them kind of your best tidbits, the tips and tricks that you're saving just for them, for the private group. You want there to be a sense of privilege for them to be there. So I really and truly believe that if you evaluate these things, if you ask yourself these questions and then go through the different bullet points and tweak, apply these suggestions, I think that you're going to start to see things improve. And I think most of all, you're going to understand that it's a process. Okay. It's not that you just post and then somebody becomes your customer. It is an ongoing thing. It's a path. It's a relationship. They need to find you. They need to learn to like you and trust you and get to know you better. They need to be basically convinced that you are an expert in your field and that they are going to be treated, with outstanding customer service. You need to just pull out all the stops. Are you doing that? Have you done that? Do you know who your ideal customer is? Are they able to find you easily? You don't want to ever make it difficult. It needs to be very, very easy. Do they know what to do when they get there? And are you giving them a reason to want to do business with you? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. I've actually got two full length courses on Facebook, using Facebook to grow your business. One is a little more in depth than the other. I've got information about the courses in the description of this video. So if you want to click on that and get more information on that, that would be really beneficial as well. It just kind of expands this even more. But I definitely believe that Facebook is a huge benefit for all of us. And it boggles my mind, really, that it's free. When you really start to understand the potential, and as Facebook knows who your ideal audience is, and as you're telling it by being consistent and by using hashtags and posting on certain topics, Facebook will go out of its way to put your information in front of the right people. So when all of these pieces start coming together, it might feel like, it's uphill, 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 but then all of a sudden you're on the other side and things are just flowing and happening much more quickly. So yes, it feels like it's taking a while and it's just, one here and one there. But if you keep going, you get to a point where it multiplies and it will be worth it. It really will. Trust me. So hopefully this gave you some takeaways. And if it did, I would love to hear in the comments what your thoughts are. If you have questions, leave those in the comments as well. I will personally reply. I always do. Like I said in the beginning, please take a moment to subscribe to Boss Babes Online. We're so close to 1,000, and I really want to get there so that I can continue to serve you better. I appreciate your time and attention. And here comes the big announcement. I'm starting a series on how to, as you expand online, what the different avenues of income are that become available to you. I mentioned in the beginning that I didn't even know the different opportunities that would come my way when I expanded online. That in my head, I was just thinking going online meant doing online parties and having a Facebook business page. But there's so much out there. And so I'm starting a series explaining, all the different ways that I make money outside of my direct sales business, in addition to my direct sales business, because I chose to expand online. And I'm going to really break it down so that each video is just taking a little chunk. And then in each video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get started in each avenue of income. So you don't have to wait until, you figure it out later. I figured it out. I've stumbled through. It's been through trial and error, and now I'm giving you some suggestions, and I'm telling you, go here, go to this website, go to this, take this course, do this. And so I'm super excited because I've got lots of really awesome things to share. I've learned a lot, and I know that you will benefit financially from it. So again, make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss a single video, because they are going to be choice. I'm super stoked about it. So you can be looking forward to that. That should start next week. So thanks again. And I appreciate you all so much. I hope that you got something out of this, and I will see you in the next video.